been ranked up just yet. Yep, Pillar available to him.
Yep.
Ferret, yep. Pillar, double knockup. Headbutt is going to be flashed away from Shogun.
On the tower, he's stunned on the tower.
Stunned on the tower. The tower shot comes out. And Taki turns it around. Now Shogun continues to free fire. The cow's running for his life. And Holy Phoenix cannot auto attack. Cannot. He can't be in rain. The Zenith.
He's under the tower now.
Headbutt forward. I love Vietnam. But it's the Wildcats that bounce it back. They won.
Buffaloes, but even better to get it back on towards Holy Phoenix afterwards. And it looked good in the beginning. It looks like you almost get the classic Alistar combo where you pulverize him back into the enemy team, you pick up the kill, but just great presence of mind from Taki to just immediately find that center plate. And the cooldown on Leona is so short, so he's still looking. But this is where you put yourself in prime position for Farfetch, just knock you away, and then Holy Phoenix with that last auto attack pick it up. But we're not done yet.
Oh my word, we're back to it. As Froggy is now being jumped on in the middle lane. We'll throw out that stretching strike. We're gonna find the next target.
Look at the support. Look at Farfetch.
Hex flash. Froggy gets knocked up and his passive is popped. Froggy will be channeling Faker from All-Stars 2018. I think they want to challenge this. BJ, I'm trying to look, he's not yet level 6. Headbutt, Pulverize comes forward. That's the stun from the Shield of Daybreak. They engage, yet another knockup. Saren hits 6 off the kill. That's an instant reply, 1-for-1, both supports are down. And they disengage from the Buffaloes.
Yeah, Froggy coming around as well, seeing if he can find anything. And actually, despite his team members having backed off, they still look for it. Holy Phoenix, no flash.
Bullet time. One more Rafflecopter, helicopter, make it rain. And the auto to secure. Buffaloes pick up their second 1-0 to 100% kill.
Allowed to earlier, but they really do it to bait in their opposition. They have the vision control. They try to push him back, knowing Taki doesn't have any flash, but Ferret is still on the Drake, and that makes it a 3v3 in the beginning that allowed Psycho and Buffalo to trade even. And now that Froggy is finally able to be enabled from the mid lane, they can move. What Holy Phoenix is doing here, he's just walking back and forth, and because he's indecisive, he just gets caught in the middle between a rock and a hard place.
I also love the name synergy with the elastic slingshot. A Froggy jumping far down the river. It's just thematically on point. Lisai facepalm. Now, of course, the top lane is under pressure. Buffalo, once again, they are initiating. They didn't like the fact the Wildcats were throwing as
Wildcats coming
locked
through
in,
here.
locked in. BJ's caught out between the pillar and a hard place. Onslaught of Shadows needs to go defensively. Froggy is going to be able to escape with that slingshot. And Gulbug, you are not going to be able to analyze a lot because in the time it takes to set up and explain a point, they're already engaging again.
It doesn't help either that I see IW and I just think I will dominate, so I'm really finding a hard time here. But now, Wildcats haven't started up that Rift Herald, looking to see if they can potentially turn as well on Taki again.
He gets caught, Zenith Blade doesn't pull him out, Starscream forces the flash from Shogun, BJ engages, he's got no ultimate, the Rift Herald is still being focused. What are you doing? There's nothing gone down yet. Rift Herald does get killed off, is now Ferret's running away for his life. Snip.
No one's been able to pick it up
as well. Nobody's picked up the eye just yet. Zenith Blade as well as the solar flare goes down. It was Taki that was caught to begin this, and now all of a sudden he's trying to rejoin the fight, but the rest of the Wildcats are destroying Saigon Buffalo. What is this team fight? Everybody involved, but the Wildcats win it all.
And this is how Wildcats do it. Usually they find it in team fights. I mean, it's all over the place. An early game where no
1,800 gold, so that was nearly a 3k gold swing. How do you explain this fight?
I mean, this could have been really good if Taki actually managed to find the center plate afterwards on Farfetch, because then you get out of the situation and you still keep your reliable CC around. A lot of the pressure goes down to Froggy now. BJ has just been put out of the fight. He's actually trying to secure the scuttle. And it's just a lot of unfortunate skill shots missing here. If the sack Q is there to set up the kill, maybe you find something. But it's just way more reliable CC from Wildcats here, and it makes the fight so much easier.
And I mean, this target focus as well. Wildcats, as soon as they start having members going low, they back out. The Buffalo are unable to find those last hits, unable to secure the kills. For a brief moment, it looked like everyone was going to die everywhere, but ultimately, the Wildcats come out with a significant win. They were down 1,800. They were up a fair amount before now the waves have been caught. We need to take stock of the lanes really quick. In the top lane, Starscream's down 30. Solar Flare, as well as the Onslaught of Shadows. The headbutt under the tower. Devastating charge to safety. Not going to be enough, and the Wildcats pick up yet another. The burn will not take Holy Phoenix down. And it's the Wildcats that pick up yet another kill in like mobility shenanigans everywhere.
Man, Farfetch is just getting freebies all the time. Froggy's around though this time around, and he will pick up the kill on Ferret. Shogun takes back that red buff.
Today I learned frogs can kill ferrets and buffaloes are looking to kill wildcats. Teleport under the tower, pick up the turret plate and slingshot away to safety. That will bring Starscream into the fray. From one to the other.
You hold up, you're not going to get the chance. BJ might
look
for a flank here as he's coming in.
We're going to step forward. We're going to use that devastating charge directly into the ways of Froggy, who gets caught up by the pulverized stretching strike. Comes out and Shogun stepping forward. Bullet time's available to him. Firing across. Farfetch survives. Thinks Unbreakable will on his ultimate. And now all of a sudden, Farfetch, Holy Phoenix correction, lands that W. I'm waiting for the engagement. I'm literally waiting for Target to get jumped on.
Just hold it.
They're going to back away for now.
And there you have it. So the play is over, but it's one of these small flanks. Starscream was around to look for a potential play, because Holy Phoenix does still have that ultimate if they're looking for anything, but they're going to keep it steady just for now. But this time around, no one's getting knocked in on the tower. BJ finds the pick onto Ferret, and a great solar flare as well, just to set him up with Froggy coming in afterwards.
And I kept waiting to see whether or not Holy Phoenix would look for that Killer Instinct engage, or whether or not steps forward. Hazmed got Ghost available to him. The Revice can be a potential threat. Saren continues to hammer away. Hallowed Mist is down. Snip, 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 as well as Needlework has already been fired out, and Saren survives for now, looking for Kingslayer, looking for the slash, the dash, the chains, find a kill. He's got that prison available to him. Saren is stolen away. The onslaught of shadows, that finds the chain onto Taki. Solar Flare locks him up. He can't even fire the hijacked ult. It does allow the tower to be secured. Once again, it is the Wildcats engaging. It's the Wildcats that are ramping up their play to throw down with Buffalo.
They might still do it. You can see it. No fishing on the bot side. Here comes the Glacial Prison.
Won't find a direct hit. Taki slowed but not stunned in place. And all of a sudden, Wildcats unable to find more. Buffalo this time standing in the darkness, hoping the Wildcats step into them.
Yeah, and you can even just see it on the bot side as well. If they're not taking this fight, Hazmed is taking away turret plating. He kicks up the turret. Now he comes in with the TP flank.
Teleport, teleport, teleport. Hazmed step forward, using that snip, snip, snip onto Starscream. He's got no ultimate available to him. Farfetched has got a leak in the boat and taken down by Hazmed. And all of a sudden, it's Buffalo's inside the pits.
Yeah, so Ferret does still have that flash. Exactly, and I think even looking for plays here, you can do it because you know the top laner is playing down towards the bot side, but this is the vision control we were talking about earlier as well. Wildcats never cleared this. They went for the mid lane to look for a fight, and because you did that, you gave agency for Psycho and Buffalo to actually find these flanks, to find the intel that they needed for it, and they punish on it immediately. So the overextend
still alive, but not much longer. The bullet time will take him down, and Starscream will follow. Buffalo managed to catch the Wildcats, who did not sacrifice their support, and they will suffer the consequences. 3 dead already. Elastic slingshot, and the stretching strike will not find its target. 3 quick kills. And the Buffalo will look to secure both the Dragon and potentially the Baron.
That is just going to be the Baron. Ferret does not have that flash, and he does not have the smite. He does have the smite at the moment, but finding agency into the pick is going to just be so damn difficult. Gwen shreds Baron. Shogun's around as well. This should just go over to Saigon Buffalo.
I really want to see on that replay. In my head, the Wildcats should have just left Farfetch to die instead of stepping forward.
Yeah.
That's my head.
No, I mean, that's true. That's not just your head. I mean, your head is saying the right thing, and now find themselves in a great position. And it makes sense to look for a flank, but the problem is, even if you find it right now, your team is not in a position to capitalize. Like, look at the vision control that currently is in River. Farfetch doesn't have River control. It's all Saigon Buffalo. And even in flashing over, just meeting the Misfortune ultimate, finding yourself in a 5 versus 4, and yes, some ultimates are down, doesn't stop the CC from still coming through. You're playing into a Leona, you're playing into a Sag, and you're playing into a Gwen that's still going to keep the consistent damage going, despite not having the ultimate available any longer.
I mean, I'm wondering, you know,
yeah,
I don't think it was the right call. I think it was a mistake.
Yeah, I think you're right about that.
That explains it. I mean, that fully explains it from the Wildcats.
And that's the turning point as well, because despite Saigon Buffalo still, you know, being quite even with them in a gold lead, the game state was in a position where Wildcats were still feeling comfortable. But now that gets completely ripped away from them, and now it's on the other side of Saigon Buffalo. Even if it goes late game, if they're the ones who start striking these Mountain Drakes, if they get 4 of them, they get 36% extra armor and magic resistance.
No, will
around.
Holy Phoenix has got that killer instinct, can look to engage with it in just a moment. Some plasma is applied, stun will lock down Froggy. Remember, he's got no passive from the previous fight. Look at the minimap though, look at the minimap. 4 members of Buffalo pushing the bottom and the lane's holding on to it. Got that flash available to him. Make it rain, continues to drop. Bullet time is available as well. Buffalo got themselves 2 kills already. Seren has hijacked the bullet time. Starts firing it across, but Froggy will not go down. BeanJ continues to stick onto Baron. He's down below 500 hit points. 2,500 in the pit. 1,000 in the pit. Baron secured by the Buffalo. He will be able to get out, but that was close. 5v3, they get it.
Yeah, and once again, it's Farfetch. Even despite having Alistar and an ultimate coming with it, he gets isolated, he gets picked apart. It turns into a 4 versus 5, and it's going to be easy for Saigon Buffaloes afterward. And now with this Baron buff, surely this is where they start equalizing their pressure even further. They can move into the mid lane. They can start picking up that inhibitor. There's a Drake spawning in 1 minute and 30 seconds. But seeing how it pans out again, Farfetch, he gets aggressive, and then that flash from Shogun actually makes it so the Pulverize puts him in a position where he's no longer pushing Shogun into the enemy team. He's pushing him back into Saigon with him, and that allows them to pick him apart.
I mean, I think that flash from Shogun was so crucial. Had he got caught out, that fight could have gone very differently, but I want to give some kudos there to BeanJ on the back, running interference, and yeah, Wildcats just, again, continue to stick around. I think the next one's spawning in 5 seconds. The return solar flare from Taki is great. The bullet time won't be able to find a kill. And Ferret's running for his life. The engage comes out now from that Froggy elastic slingshot. Onslaught Shadows goes forward. BeanJ forced to go golden and stays alive as the Baron part of Mids are now taking down the middle inhibitor. 1 kill in replay. It's BeanJ down. Seren's throwing to a pop. At least the GA for Shogun. And all of a sudden the rest of Wildcats back out. It's a 1-for-1. And as it stands, now Buffalo looking to finish this off. They want to pick up the win. Can they close it out? Stretching strike, manages to pull Starscream towards a million. Holy Phoenix with a double up, gets chunked down low. Nexus turret number 1 falls, and it's Shogun that picks up yet another kill. Auto after auto is destroying the Wildcats. Shogun is melting through Istanbul. The Saigon Buffalo take down the Nexus for the win.
There's not clean, it was eventful.